Addicted in PA is brought to you by the Lackawanna County District Attorney's Office.
The forensics of a deadly opioid overdose involves scientific methods of investigation. But in tonight's Addicted in PA, Fox 56's Jane Adonisio talks to Lackawanna County officials about how powerful street drugs and overdoses catch families off guard or in denial.
When someone dies of a drug overdose, many times their families are not aware that their loved ones have been using. That's a hard realization that Lackawanna Coroner Tim Rowland has seen too many times. Tim, you've investigated your share of these deaths. What is that like from the human element?
So on overdose deaths, like every other death that we investigate, you have the human element, which usually that we found somebody that has passed away from a suspected drug overdose, the notification process with the family, trying to find them, tell them what happened, and then of course you go through all the emotions with the family, trying to interject yourself how they would feel. And in those cases, I mean, the emotions run from, we thought he was clean, not using, he just came out of a rehab or a couple rehabs, and, there'd be no reason he would have used when in fact, that is the situation. They did relapse, and this is where they're at. I never would tell anybody, I know how you feel, because I don't know how they feel, because I've never gone through that personally myself. But it's each and every death has its own individual take, and we try and deal with it that way.
Thanks so much for being with us, Tim. Joining us now is Lackawanna County District Attorney Mark Powell. Mark, how is each overdose death handled in the county?
Our crime scene investigators arrive on the scene, secure the premises, and gather evidence, and then order an autopsy to be performed. That autopsy determines the cause and origin of death, and typically what we see is a dose of fentanyl that causes someone to overdose. Fentanyl is so strong that outside a hospital setting, small doses are lethal. And to put that in perspective, fentanyl is 100 times stronger than morphine, and carfentanil is 100 times stronger than fentanyl. So anytime a street user injects heroin into their body, they really are playing a game of Russian roulette.
Startling facts, Mark. As always, we'll be back again next week. For Addicted in PA, I'm Jane Adonisio.
Jane, thanks so much. For more information on opioid abuse and recovery, you can head on over to our website, fox56.com.